The Backrooms. You've been here before. Level 235, the Infinite Trampoline Park. Quote, the risk of death is substantial in level 235, and everyone you once knew will soon neglect your removed. End quote. Survival difficulty. Class 5. Unsafe, unsecure, medium entity count. Image caption. First confirmed photo of a safe area. Description. Level 235 is an infinite trampoline park containing a large number of decaying trampolines. The walls can be green, yellow, or purple and reek of mildew. Almond water is abundant in the level, dispensed from vending machines and water fountains scattered throughout the building. Some rooms are blocked by glass doors labeled Happy Birthday. Inside these spaces are long plastic tables draped in a green and yellow tablecloth. Sitting on the chairs, there are facelings attending a quote unquote birthday party. They will never leave the room. On the tables, there are presents varying in scale from tiny to human sized. Due to the hostile nature of the facelings guarding the presents, it is strongly advised not to enter these areas unless you enter with a group. Inside the presents, you may find weapons. Note, see object number 19, squirt guns, clothing, and other novelties. Dolls made of human flesh are created nightly and stored here. They are looking to add more to the collection. Safe areas are rooms wanderers may eventually come across. These rooms are dimly lit and have damp, dirty concrete floors devoid of trampolines. Entities are not able to enter these spaces, as they are blocked by an invisible force. Keep in mind, these areas are rare and often spaced out by several miles. Image caption. Fire alarm. The Wi-Fi is very strong, but the native Smiler's time-distorting properties interfere with the signal in this level. It has been theorized that Smilers feed on the energy of human wanderers, likely being the reason many report feeling nauseous around the entities. Because of their alternative diet, the Smilers are not physically aggressive here. Scattered around the level are fire alarms. Every hour, a random fire alarm goes off near the Wanderer. Leave the area swiftly when you hear the loud blare of an alarm. The fate dwellers meet is uncertain. Bases, outposts, and communities. Meg, Base Omicron. Destroyed, circa 2014. 57 former members. Deceased. Was located in a safe area. Previously researching, removed. They were friendly and always open to trade. At last contact, they were holding two entities captive, a smiler and a duplicate. The Market. Group of around 43 members. The community is located in a safe area. They are friendly and open to trade. The walls are lined with stalls selling items collected from presents. However, many of these items are extremely overpriced. Entrances and exits. Entrances. It is possible to no-clip from level 283, Playland, if you fall deep into the pits. When you try to open a door labeled 235 in level 13, the Infinite Apartments. Tripping and falling on the tracks of level 59, the back way. Exits. Jumping on a trampoline without springs will send you to level 34, sewer system. No clipping through a vending machine sends you to level 6.1, the snack rooms. Finding an exit door will take you to level 236, the puzzle box of mysteries. Duplicates. Image caption. Memory. Artist removed. Stalker. If duplicates have a wanderer in sight, they will swiftly morph to mimic the person. The stalker will follow the wanderer until they get to a safe space. When looked at, it will hide behind anything possible. Stalkers look exactly like the wanderer and move in the same demeanor that they do. Never drink almond water near a stalker. Memory. In their true form, duplicates manifest as bipedal creatures that move through a fluid, ink-like motion. If a wanderer drinks almond water and a stalker is in the vicinity, it will become extremely aggressive and transform into ink. If this happens, it is best you run for your life, as it will begin chasing you. It is almost impossible to outrun a quote-unquote memory, and there is no known way to kill them in this state. Getting caught by a quote-unquote memory means a fate worse than death. Only a touch from one can lead to paralysis. Your colleagues, families, and friends will soon removed you. Logs. Video log. This log is by removed. Who? Revision. Corrupted. This video log never existed. Or perhaps it did. Nothing is known about this person, except the fact that the duplicates caused their demise. Their fate should be used as a warning to wanderers. The risk of death is substantial in level 235, and everyone you once knew will soon neglect your memory. End of log. The reference erasure. Recovered. Many people have attempted to leave behind something for others to remember them by. Sadly, this has never worked. Pieces of paper burn when you write messages that are explicitly talking about, quote-unquote, it, and messages get removed. This text log is by Julia Hansen, head researcher of Omicron. Meg, base Omicron, 8/23/2015, 169 days until the incident. End of log. After research, we now have a list of messages that showed up as removed. Names of caught wanderers. Any mentions of what happened to caught wanderers. Possibly more to be discovered. This text log is by Juliet Hansen, head researcher of Omicron, Meg base Omicron, 9/8/2015, 153 days until the incident. A solution was discovered by accident. If you try to send a message that would show up as removed, when a native smiler and duplicate are nearby, the message will not be censored and also include an encryption code. Messages sent like this include the following encryption. The encryption is shown on screen. This encryption is the same encryption that replaced the video log. This text log is by Elroy Doyle, base manager of Omicron, Meg base Omicron, 11/13/2015, 70 days until the incident. End of log. One of the entities is now incarcerated in thick concrete casing. While duplicates are extremely dangerous, we recently discovered a way to lure them. They have a peculiar sort of allegiance to the quote-unquote dolls made of human flesh. We sent a hazardous waste crew to retrieve a doll, which was surprisingly left unguarded. On their way home, the crew was followed by a stalker. Nobody on the mission was stupid enough to drink almond water, so they all survived the encounter. Upon the doll's placement in the containment chamber, the stalker rushed inside to retrieve it. The door shut automatically, and the entity screamed in defeat. Our researchers swarmed the scene and started documenting the peculiar behavior of the entity. This text log is by Elroy Doyle, Meg base Omicron, 2/5/2016, 3 days until the incident. End of log. The less violent of the two has been captured. It took a surprisingly short amount of time, but the floodlights we set up 2 days ago worked. A smiler quickly chased the light into its containment cell. It will remain imprisoned until further notice. This text log is by Elroy Doyle, base manager of Omicron, Meg base Omicron, 2/7/2016, 1 day until the incident. End of log. It called, it fretted, it warned. This text log is by Juliet Hansen, head researcher of Omicron, Meg base Omicron, 2/8/2016. The incident. End of log. Incident report. Trigger warning. Violence/gore. Recovered monitor footage shows the captured duplicate began showing erratic behavior before clipping through the walls. This behavior has never been documented in duplicates of either form. The next 3 minutes of footage are extremely graphic. You have been warned. The beast twitched as frantic researchers scrambled to move. Suddenly, it turned precisely 90 degrees and lunged at Dr. Sarah Williams. It grabbed her by the head and slowly began splitting it apart. Grasping the brain itself, the entity injected its arm into her temporal lobe before dropping the limp corpse and moving off camera. Screams followed by a slow gargling can be heard for the next 14 minutes. The injection into the temporal lobe seems to be the way to check memories for anyone who even passed the victim on a stroll. Luckily, the smiler was still present, and we were able to recover the footage. The names of the victims are still intact. Meg, base Omicron, has since been abandoned after the incident. All 57 members were killed, making this the most deadly known duplicate incident to date. Incident report is by Dr. Ty Evans, Director of Investigation. Meg Base Alpha, 2/10/2016. End of log. Victim names: Dr. Sarah Williams, Miss Phoebe Alonso, Dr. Juliet Hansen, Elroy Doyle Sr., Mr. Joseph Knox, Mr. Daniel Brunstud, Dr. Thomas Lane, Miss Camilla Rasmussen, Mr. Will Francis, MX Daniela Bailey, Mr. Axel Barnett, Mr. Harlow Doyle, Miss Cashton Relilly, Miss Tori Harrington, Mr. Omari Sutton, Miss Isabella Berger, Mr. Byron Townsend, Miss Azella Carter, Dr. Maverick Singh, Miss Vivienne Cantrell, Mr. Harris Park, Miss Leah Shepard, Mr. Trent Hurst, Miss Adele Johnson, Mr. Noah Hoover, Virginia Vaugers Sr., Dr. Remy Todd, Miss Zaria Newman, Mr. Anderson Phillips, Naomi Doherty, Brett Hansen Sr., Miss Hope Pearson, Mr. Gunnar Shepard, Miss Catalina Bennett, Mr. Leonardo Padilla, Miss Maggie Klein, Mr. Cullen Henson, Dr. Kinsley Farley, Miss Grayson Harding, Miss Ania Levy, Harold Logan, Miss Cora Miza, Mr. Lucian Boyer, Mr. Chaya Booney, Mr. Mauricio Booney, Miss Sawyer Sloan, Miss Ocean Garza, Mr. River Faulkner, Mr. Jabari Coleman, Miss Julia Sierra, Dr. Dayton Hampton, Miss Leona Swanson, Mr. Hugo Spencer, Miss Alyssa Curtis, Dr. Muhammad Bean, MX Genesis Rosales, Mr. Spencer Wilder,